Fast Track Access Travel and Tours Incorporated presents Building Bridges, our approach in maintaining business of the travel industry during the COVID-19 global pandemic. Who is Fast Track Access Travel and Tours Incorporated? Its company has been established on 2011 and its office is currently located at Mandaluyong City, Philippines, and has now been catering travel assistance service both to domestic and international market. Its slogan is, "We prioritize the safety and convenience of your travel always in all ways." Tip number 1. It is important to create a slogan for your company to establish great impression to your clients. Before the pandemic, Fast Track Access Travel and Tours has been providing traditional travel assistance service such as ticketing, events, tours, worldwide pocket Wi-Fi rental, transfer, travel insurance, accommodation, and visa assistance service. Ever since COVID-19 has been found back in March 2020, there had been a lot of changes globally. But first, let us define what is COVID-19 and how did it affect the global community.
Of the 7 human coronaviruses, 4 cause colds, mild, highly contagious infections of the nose and throat. 2 infect the lungs and cause much more severe illnesses. The 7th, which causes COVID-19, has features of each. It spreads easily, but can severely impact the lungs.
March 2020. 31 days the world is not likely to soon forget. It was the month that a new coronavirus that had infected tens of thousands in China became a global pandemic. Thousands of new cases are still being reported every day, leaving hospitals overwhelmed and the health service at breaking point.
Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte did outline the interventions the Philippines will be employing to slow down the further spread of COVID-19 in the country, including class suspensions in Metro Manila. There will also be a multi-level community quarantine.
Ever since COVID happened back in March 2020, a lot of businesses has been affected, especially the travel industry. And a lot of countries has also made some travel bans, such as Canada and many more.
Will be denying entry to Canada to people who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents.
Really want people to be separated at this time.
Telling cafes, pubs, bars and restaurants to close tonight as soon as they reasonably can and not to open tomorrow.
Ever since COVID-19 struck, it resulted into a global lockdown, where it was hard at that time for travel industries to keep going as flights has been banned. But currently, flights are now open for non-essential and essential travels, but it's still hard as there are more travel requirements to foresee before departing. Tip number 2. In any sudden national or global happening, resilience and being innovative will be needed to keep the business going. Therefore, Fast Track Access Travel and Tours during the pandemic has provided more travel assistance services, such as Study, Work and Live in Canada program, men's tourism, luggage repair services, and RT-PCR service assistance. Just a little recap for the first 2 tips that we shared to you. Tip number 1. And tip number 2. We hope that they have been helpful for your reference. Now let's go deeper into the building bridges, our approach in maintaining business of the travel industry during the COVID-19 global pandemic. Tip number 1. Utilize the use of advanced technologies. Ever since COVID happened, it had been hard for some to keep connected at some flights, and travel in general has literally been banned, including some additional travel restrictions. But let us be reminded that we live in a global community where we are surrounded by advanced technologies, and mostly everything is just one click away. We can keep connected to the use of our cell phones, telephones, including making Zoom webinars in our laptop and many more use of advanced technologies. Tip number 2, taking good care of your human resources. And by the way, we mean taking good extra care of your human resources. Professionally monitor your employees well and nurture them personally will greatly reflect into satisfied clients. As your employees are well taken care of, they will make sure that your clients are well taken care of. As the saying goes, happy employees equals happy clients and happy business partnerships. Tip number 3, strengthening peaceful mentality. It is important to have great mental awareness. You can achieve this by some meditation, exercise, or yoga, but in our practice, we achieve it through prayer. Because having peaceful mindset will make you to think rationally, and to think rationally, you will have great productivity. And that great productivity will result into satisfied clients, and those satisfied clients will reflect into referrals, which will give you an increase in your sales, making you globally competitive, both domestic and internationally, despite the global pandemic. But always remember that our health is still the most priority. As we face the new normal, always remember to put some masks, disinfect surfaces, maintain social distancing, stay connected, stay inside or stay at home to keep yourself more protected, always wash your hands, and just keep going. It is going to be okay, so let us all stay safe. We are all healing as one.